Okay, without much further ado, we'll get into it. I'm going to put the cards this way, make 3 stacks, 10s, 9s, 8s. Hopefully there's nothing that's needed beyond that. And we're going to go from there. First one is kind of cool. It's a crack out, so I don't usually do these, but see if you can see that there. It's a 2012 to 13 Panini Crusade Kevin Garnett. This is the purple and gold, number to 49. Centering was 9.5, edge is 9.5, corners 9, surface 8, got an 8.5. I thought, well, if I crack it, clean out the surface a little bit, resubmit it, maybe it'll present better and I'll get a better grade for it, get a little grade bump. You can tell there it's the first in the print out of 49. I am a KG, Penny, Gary Payton collector, so thought, you know what, this would be a great, easy bump. After I cracked it, I did realize, though, how horribly off-center it is, so I'm not sure why Beckett gave it a 9.5, because that does not fall within 9.5 for the Crusade. And this pulled 8. Okay. Well, that's why I don't do that very often, because I don't get it right very often when I do the crackouts. Just a gamble, really. This is the Bonix. Again, not really sure with the centering on this one. It was a little off left to right, but I figured, you know what? It is a 5 out of 5, so it's a low print rookie card, albeit Automania, but it's still a color match, which I thought was kind of cool. So this pulled 9. So the 5 out of 5 got a 9. So there's our first 9 for the 9 pile. This one, this is a Juwan Howard out of 400. I believe this is the Bowman. Yeah, the Bowman's best. I didn't see anything wrong with this card at all. Thought this looked like an easy 10. Kind of has to be for Juwan Howard. Not a lot of collectors out there. But, still had a number out of 400, and it's the Refractor. And it pulled a 9. I don't get that at all. I don't get that. Well, apparently I missed something. I'll have to go back and look at that one, I suppose. Let's see here. This is KG. On the 1998 Topps Finest Refractor. And I had nothing wrong with this card, so I expected a 10, and it did pull the 10. That's a nice card. Love to add that to the PC for sure. Love to see that. This is Ashton Hardaway, Penny's son, 3 out of 5. This is the Bowman U Red Refractor Auto, number to 5. I thought this would be a 10, but I just wasn't really sure with the centering on these, if that was going to be a problem or not. And it pulled a 9. So I'm going to guess that was centering related, because I don't know for sure how those are supposed to center up. This one, this is a Penny out of 100. So this one had some problems. You can see there's an obvious white touch there. There's a little bit of one down there and some edge chipping on the side. There's also some edge chipping. You can see that right there, along with some whitening on that one, and probably not whitening, but at least a soft corner. So it is numbered out of 100. I was expecting, hoping for an 8. Wouldn't be surprised if it pulled a 7, just because I have a Kobe patch that was kind of similar condition and got a 7. Not something that I was hoping for a big grade on, or expecting a big grade, I should say, but I really wanted to just get it protected for my PC. Just was tired of having it sitting around in the top loader, and a number to 100 early 2000s penny card in the Magic Pinstripe Uni. No brainer, had to get it slabbed. Pulled a 9. See, now that is surprising to me. And it kind of ticks me off. I want to complain about. I'm not complaining about this grade, but I am going to complain about this grade. I don't understand how something like this, that is like, in my opinion, I don't know. If you want to count that as a white touch, especially when all the rest of this is all dark color, like blues, I don't understand it. If you do count that as a touch, how does that pull 9? And this one, which has clear, like, edge chipping issues, I don't know. On to the 9 pile. On we go. This is Stephon Marbury, number to 149, 2004 Finest Red Refractor. I do love this set. I was hoping for a 10. You kind of have to, for Stephon Marbury, for some of these lower tier players. And 10. I should say lower tier players, not playing ability, but just popularity. Gem and 10, so that's nice. I'll take that. Any 90s refractor is a win. This is Penny, 24 karat touch with the peel still on. I thought this was a 10. Didn't see any problems with it. This was mislabeled originally as a refractor, but I had to get a hold of them and ask them to change it because the refractor would say refractor right there in black on that gold bar, and it doesn't say that. So, and obviously it's not a refractor. So this pulled 8. So not that the base is the one you want compared to the refractor, because it's not. But if this would have been a 10, this would have been a pop 1. So frustrating. Into the 8 pile that goes. This is Scott Rollins, Sweet Cigs. Kind of cool. This was signed on the ball, on the leather of the ball. I was expecting an 8 because it is pretty thick. I did pull this right from the pack. You know, there's a little bit of edge chipping here. And then obviously I wasn't sure if, I'm assuming this is part of the grade. You know, they'll grade this part here, cut out where the ball is. And there's looked like there was a little bit of chipping there too. So I figured the fact that it's a really thick card and that maybe a little bit of chipping and it's older, you know, it would pull an 8, and I would be okay with that. Still as good value as an 8. 8. Yep. Okay. So that's what I figured. That's okay. Like I said, you know, when I submit cards, I'm not always submitting them for straight 10s. You know, I submit them with a specific goal in mind for each card. Of course, I'll be disappointed if that card doesn't get what I think it's going to get. But, you know, still cool, though, to have some of these old cards slabbed up. This is neat. This is a Jeter. This is the Illuminator. I actually bought this. This was labeled as a Luminous on Whatnot. So I bought it, and I thought, you know what, we'll slab it up. So let's see here. I was expecting a 10. These Illuminators are really hard to find, and I was hoping for a 10. 9. Okay, so something that I wasn't paying attention to when I submitted it, that now I saw just as I was going to introduce this card on the back. Oh, here you go. This is probably operator error. This looks like it's a little too close to the R in registered, and it's almost like encroaching into the print there. So I'm thinking that maybe that's just off center, and it wasn't printed centered up. Is my guess. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at some of the 10s and see how the 10s look compared to that one. A little concerning though, because I have one more Illuminator and it's actually coming up next. And I thought if that got a 10, this would maybe pull a 9 if I was lucky. So this hollow foil here, the cutout of the player, if you can see, those 6 holes there should be there because that's the glove. That should not be there. That should not be there. That should not be there, and those should not be there. So those are all flakes of the foil coming off. So if that got a 9, I'm assuming, unfortunately, now this is going to get like an 8 or a 7. Still a really hard card to find for Frank Thomas in this set as the Illuminator. But so it's important to have it slabbed up for protection and for collectability. But now I'm a little nervous. I have no words. I don't get that. Again, just like the Penny Gold Spectrum, happy for the 9, not understanding how the rest of them didn't pull something better. Kevin Garnett, Hoop Screams, cool card. Just like to have this in my collection, you know, slabbed up. It was the best copy that I had, so I figured I'd send it in. And it's from 1997 Stadium Club, and this pulled a 9. Okay, yep, I thought that was a fair grade. That was my pre-grade. Happy with that. Another one fell down. This is Allen Iverson from 2021 Topps Finest. This is the pink refractor at a 75. Cool card. Like the imagery there. 10. Like that. I'll take that. Like I said, not a whole lot of modern, but I did sprinkle some in. This is Shy, or SGA. 25 out of 25 on Flux. Lunar Eclipse. You know, I know Flux doesn't get a whole lot of love. Personally, I like them. I like how there's some activity going on in the background, but it still gives you a decent image of the player. Haven't really seen a whole lot of like crummy images of players. Usually they're all pretty good action shots. So I'm not really sure. And the card stock is really nice and good quality, so I'm not sure why it doesn't get much love. But any event, 10, so that's nice. Probably a pop 1. I don't even know what that would... I don't... Some of these, you know, if I do get 10s and they're pop 1s, I don't really know what the value is on them. This one, I was expecting an upcharge, and the fact that I didn't get it means that it probably didn't get the 10. If this was a 10, this would be like $1,500, I think, $1,800, something like that, depending on the market. This is Steve Nash's Atomic Refractor rookie card from Bowman. So, and now I'm looking at that, and that is pissing me off. That is very frustrating. So I hear other people complaining about cards being damaged. I've never had that done, and I never understood how the card would have been damaged during the picture taking process when you're just taking it out and taking a picture of it and putting it back in. I thought if anything they would be damaged like during encapsulating when they're like putting them into the slabs. And this is frustrating. That was not there. I would never have sent this in if that was there, because I don't know what that would bring me down to, like a 8 or 7. So that's very, very frustrating. Beautiful card. Everything else was absolutely gorgeous on it. Really sharp corners. Thought the centering looked awesome. 9. Okay. Well, you know, I can't complain. Well, I mean, I am complaining because that's garbage. But I'm not complaining of the fact that I still got a 9. That's my dog in the background. Doesn't like when people beep. Which people do a lot now because everybody has road rage. Everybody's too much in a hurry. Any event, you know, this is still like a $300-$400 card, I think, as a PSA 9. But, you know, PSA just kind of, they just swiped like $700 from me, so that's nice in value. Gary Payton, borderless refractor. I thought this was a 10. I didn't see anything wrong with it at all. I think the design is supposed to be a little bit thinner on the left than the right, where the borderless is. And then I thought the back, you know, even being a little bit off center, I thought that was still probably within the 60-40 for the back. So I was expecting a 10 on this. You kind of need it for a 10, something like this. I mean, it is a refractor, but these are kind of more common than some of the other refractors. 9. Yeah. Okay. No, freaked me on that one. Okay, let's see here. AI. This is a cool card. I like this. This is not the refractor version, just the base. But this is a cool 2000 Topps Chrome aptitude for altitude. I love this, how AI is up above the earth. Just a cool shot. Probably the highest he's ever gotten. Well, maybe not. Just catch my drift. Any event. 10. That's nice. That's really nice. That, I think, is like a pop 4-ish. So, pretty cool. Now pop 5. Here is a Penny Hardaway. This is Dial 1. Not a huge fan of him, you know, being in the Suns uni, but it's still a really cool card. It looked like it was in great shape. The corners were pretty sharp. I thought it had a shot at a 10. Of course, and it pulled an 8. Yeah, because that makes a lot of sense. Okay, well, maybe... So that there, I don't know if that counts as a soft corner. It doesn't look... No, I think that's just the reflection of the cut of the card. I don't know. That... Okay. Another one. Here's owner-operator error. That looks like that's a print hickey there. You see those sometimes on the older Pokemon cards. Not a dent or a divot, but that is a print error. I guess that can... You know, let me know in the comments if that's possible to have a print error ding it that much to down to an 8. If it is possible, that's my bad. I didn't know that, and I didn't see it ahead of time. So, you know, obviously I need to do a little bit better job of some of those lower end cards to make sure that I'm not going to lose money on it, because that I'll lose money on for sure. Here's an Ant-Man. This is the Green Pulsar super short print from Flux. It's a really cool rookie card to have. You know, it's a super short print. Pulled a 10. Well, it's a modern card, so that explains it. Still a good card. I don't know what the value is on some of that stuff. I'm going to try to put them in the values in the, like, somewhere on the top here in the videos. This is pretty neat. This is a Vin Baker Atomic Refractor. It's cool in the old Sonics uniform there. The best cut. This is like a die cut. Pretty neat. These are all like holes and stuff. You can kind of see my hands through the back. This is the Atomic Refractor in 1997. I was expecting a 10. Pulled a 9. Okay. Sure. Here's another AI. I'm sorry, Anthony Hardaway, Penny Hardaway. Same one as the AI. 2021 finest, number to 199. This is the speckled refractor. I was expecting a 10. 9. Maybe, I guess this is too far uncentered, left to right. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying I've seen other cards, maybe top to bottom. I know I've seen other prisms and stuff that are further out of tolerance on the front. They still pop a 10, so I don't get it. But here's a KG row 1. This is just something that I wanted to have slabbed. I was expecting like an 8 or a 9. Really just wanted it for my collection, that's all. So not something that's going to get resold, just something that I wanted. I wanted the row 1 slabbed up, and this was the best copy that I had. Pulled a 9. I'm happy with that. That's okay. I'll definitely keep the 9. That was a fair grade for sure, and I love that. Here's a Jordan Love die cut. Well, obviously it's pretty off-center, left to right. So, didn't make a lot of sense, I guess, to send that. The front looks pretty good. Still pretty heavy on the top compared to the bottom. So even a 9, I think, would be good. I'm good with a 9. Some collector is going to want this for, the Jordan Love PC. 10. See, I mean, I want to be more happy when I pull 10s. Like everybody else is like, let's go. But, to be honest with you, this kind of pisses me off. That shouldn't be a 10. Why is that a 10 and other things aren't? That's what bothers me, is the inconsistency. And that's what's kind of got me a little concerned. It's why I went away from Beckett. I don't know. Okay, this is a Penny Hardaway refractor. I think from Bowman. Yeah, from Bowman's Best. But it'd be awesome to have this in a 10 because I got Gary Payton, who I PC, and I got Penny, who I PC. Refractor, I had nothing wrong with this. I had it was a 10, and that is a 10. So that's a nice card. Nice card. This one is great. I picked this up raw, kind of on a whim. Not really a Jerry West collector, but I just saw the opportunity, thought it looked like a really good card to hold on to, and then unfortunately he had passed away, and so I thought, you know what, I'll get it graded. But this is an atomic refractor from 1996 Topps NBA Stars. There is 0 10s on this card. There's another variation of him shooting this way. And that card is a little bit more common, and there's more grades or higher gem rate on those. But this is right now it's a pop 0. I had it as a 10. 10, let's go. That, I have no idea what the value is on something like that. I don't know. There's nothing to really grade it on. Sold the game for Penny. This was just like the Kevin Garnett row 1. Really something that I didn't expect to get a 10 on, but I wanted it for the PC, and I wanted to try to preserve the best copy that I had. Little off-center, top to bottom. The corners were still really good, and I kind of thought my pre-grade was a 9, and I kind of expected 9, to be honest. Nice. That's great. I think that's still maybe $100 or something like that as a 9. Not 100% sure. Here is a Kerry Kittles. This is the Atomic Refractor, and it's a die cut. Pretty sweet card. I had this as a 10. I didn't see anything wrong with it. I thought for being a die cut, the corners and everything were really nice. Again, I don't know necessarily about the centering. I'm not sure how to tell on some of these older cards, but I just took a whim. And I got an 8. So, I know it's Atomic Refractor, so that's nice, but, Kerry Kittles really isn't the person you want to get an 8 on. No offense, Kerry. Cam Thomas, this is his draft picks. Chronicles draft picks, gold, number to 10, his rookie card. And I bought this raw, and I thought it looked pretty clean. Thought I'd send it in and see what I got. And it got an 8. Okay. So I guess not everything modern gets easy grades. Maybe that's a soft corner there, perhaps. Otherwise, I don't know. Didn't look too bad to me. I was expecting a 9 on that. Franchise Foundations, this is a cool card. AI, die cut. This is from Bowman's Best, 1999. Really neat. It's sort of like a refractor quality on it. It doesn't say refractor. I think they all are. And I was expecting a 9 just because there's a little bit of like extra cardstock that kind of never got die cutted out there in the corner. And then looks like, I can't tell if that's like chipping on the top or if that is just from the cut. itself. But I thought maybe because of that, you know, I was kind of thinking I'd get a 9. 10, let's go. Holy smokes. Okay, so that makes that a pop 1, I believe. Yeah, that's a pop 1. Yeah, because I wasn't expecting him to get a 10 in that for sure. Here's a Vince Carter, really cool. I think this is a 2001? 2002 finest refractor Vince Carter. This I actually bought as a PSA 9. I did crack the slab. I thought it looked too good, and there was no reason. It was an unjustified 9, so I sent it back in. Let's see if I made the right choice or if I got skunked again. 10. Okay, there you go. That's a good choice then. It's a decent outcome. I don't know if that's on the case, the card there. You know, who knows? Maybe it was missed like expected to be. Antoine Walker, number to 149. This is the 2004 red Topps Finest Refractor. Again, not a lot of Antoine Walker collectors, but somebody who's collecting the set, you know, wanting to get a 9 or higher on the slabs, this should fall right in there as a 9. 10, nice. Okay. Shoot, I'll take another 10 refractor. I'm glad that pile's getting a little higher now. Let's see here. T-Law. This is Prism Draft Picks. I expected this to be a 9 because it's off center left to right, but it's out of 50, and it's a Draft Picks rookie card. So the purple circles, really cool. It's got purple, and you can see the kind of the stars mixing in from the flag. Pretty neat. And this pulled 9. Okay. Yeah, I was expecting a 9 on that, so I'm not disappointed at all. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 22 out of 25, again from Flux. Also another lunar eclipse, just like the Shy was. And a little bit different design, but it's a different year. So I don't know, I do like these, I really do. I know I'm probably not in the popular crowd by saying that, but I think they're cool. I'm expecting a 10. 10, nice. Not sure what the pop count is on that or what the value is for that. Here is a Wemby. Prism Draft Picks. This is the red cracked ice. I didn't see anything wrong with this from a centering standpoint at all. Thought it would look pretty good and kind of expecting a 10. Nice. So, you know, 10 Wemby is fine. I'll take that. Got 2 more cards left. Here's the Kevin Garnett. This is a refractor. This is the Stadium Club Chrome from 1999. The refractor, pretty cool. He's dunking. And pulled the 10. Lovely, I do like that. We'll take that. Okay, and then it's the last card. Little DM action here. This is the 2021 Finest Red Refractor, 1 out of 5. So I thought this looked pretty good. Maybe a little bit heavy on the top compared to the bottom, but I thought it looked like it should be in the 10 category. And it pulled 10. Nice. Again, I know there's a lot of DM collectors out there. I'm not sure what the value is on this. Assuming the pop is like probably now a pop 1. But yeah, I mean, you know, so overall, I have to say it's not terrible. This is the 10 stack, 9 stack, 8 stack. Thank God there's nothing over there to the right. And, you know, I think overall I was expecting 15 pre-grades as a 10, and I got 16 as a 10. You know, so the gem rate on that is about 106%. A little misleading though, because the adjusted gem rate, the true gem rate for me, in my opinion, is more like 53%. Because you take the cards that I was expecting a 10, and you see how did those perform? Did they get 9s or 10s or 8s? And then I adjust the gem rate based on that. I don't think it makes sense to say, well, the gem rate was 106. Well, not really, because I was expecting 10s and didn't get 10s, or I was expecting 9s and got a 10. So, you know, the adjusted rate is like 53%. So from what I was expecting and what I actually got. Thanks everybody for joining. At the end here, I'm going to kind of parse in another video where I just wanted to show kind of what I do to keep track of my wins and losses and my kind of return on investment. I do a spreadsheet breakdown, and so once I have all of these grades put into the spreadsheet and with some general values calculated, I will bring the spreadsheet onto the screen, and I'll just kind of show you guys that real quick too to wrap things up. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the spreadsheet. Okay, so move these out of the way. As I was saying to you earlier, this is what I like to do for me personally. So I make a spreadsheet and I take all the players, the card number, the card description, my pre-grade, the notes of why I expected to get the grade that I pre-graded it as, the grade from PSA, what I paid raw, the grading costs. And this includes delivery, spread out through the whole order, my total cost all in, and then my pre-grade value. So what I think it would be worth if it got the pre-grade, what the PSA grade estimated value is. And sometimes my pre-grades were a little off, my values, and so then when I actually go back to adjust and put in the PSA grade value, sometimes they're a little bit lower even though if it gets the same grade, but I realized that, I think I overcalculated, or I think I undercalculated how much it would be worth. My estimated profit per card, my return on investment, and my plan is either to PC it or sell it, and then I put on the pop counts. That way I have a general idea of what the layout looks like for the 10s, 8s, and 9s. So that's basically it for that order. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. My overall, conclusion or reaction, I guess I'll say, to the whole order was mixed emotions. I felt like some of the cards were spot on with the grade I expected them to be and thought they should be. I thought some of the cards got a lower grade than they deserved. And I also thought that some cards got a better grade than they really deserved, especially like that gold that gold spectrum penny, and then also the Frank Thomas Illuminator with the hollow foil that flaked on the back. Always happy for a generous grade, but then again, as a collector, as an investor, I still want there to be some sort of higher level of objectivity to the grading process. So when there's a lot of, I'll say, variance in how things are graded, especially when it's all from hopefully the same grader that does the one order, it's a bit concerning sometimes. So I think overall, though, PSA does a great job. They do the best they can, which is really basically top notch, I say, in the hobby for now. I am curious, though, to see if Beckett does any better. I might end up sending a few in just for giggles to see, and kind of see, gauge where they are now after about, I think I haven't sent anything in probably about 4 or 5 years to see what has changed, if anything. But appreciate it again, guys, and until next time, happy collecting. On we go.